See those pieces of gold, yeah? See the pieces of gold. Pieces of gold. Oh. I'll snuff that right up. I used to think I could keep track of everything, but I have completely lost where this stuff is, what part of the process this different material is in. There's still briquettes in here. I think that has quartz in it. This has briquettes in it. There's quartz all through it. So what am I going to do? I can see little specks of gold in here. Since I've lost track of what I'm doing with all of this, since there's likely small gold in here, I'm going to classify it. Start with 40 mesh. Then I'm going to run it through my little finish sluice box. Whatever doesn't fit through 40 mesh, I think I'll just put it right through the crusher and then run it through the 40 mesh screen again. I've used all my little containers. I need to get some of them back. So the thought is even though I've lost track of what has more gold than the other, gravity's a great equalizer. It will fix my problem. I just have to classify all this down, and then I run it through a little sluice box. Most everything except the gold is going to wash away. 40 mesh. Don't breathe this dirt. Maybe I'll just test some of this and see if there's anything in it. I'll put it in my pan and find out. Let's pan this out. Morning. Well, first impression is I don't want all these floating things on there, so I'm going to pour that off. That airplane's stuck in the air right exactly there. This looks like river sand. Holy cow. There's gold all through there. Oh, I wonder where this came from. Uh-oh. I really should pay more attention. Oh, there's gold up here trying to move. My goodness, I'll get rid of some of this. I'm curious now just what's in this pan and where did it come from? It's kind of chippy gold. I could have got that anywhere over the summer. Gold looks rather flat. It looks kind of chipped. If it looks kind of flat and chipped, it probably came from hard rock. Let's pull this back. Very nice. Bong. Don't know where it came from. But very nice. I wonder what this silvery piece is. It looks like, I don't know. I better check and see if it's magnetic. Okay, first gold from this mess. Which means there's likely to be gold in this. Cool. I'm just going to keep adding to that from the different tubs. Just keep shaking it through 40 mesh. And then if there's big stuff, I'll pan it out. I'll snuff that right up. Cool. This looks like it came from the river. 40. This has a browner look. Let's go pan this, see if there's any gold larger than 40 mesh in here. It's still pretty muddy. Let's see what's in here. Oh, that's pretty. Let's snuffer those up. Cool. Oh, there's still ashes in this. I can see the dust coming right off of it. But there's gravel in here. So, if there's ashes in here, oh, what does that tell me? It tells me it's been crushed. It tells me the gold is likely small. It tells me I will have to likely re-crush what's bigger than the 40 mesh I'm putting in there. Lots of ashes. Oh no. Not too sure where this material came from, but I think those have a look of sulfide to them. They'll have to get crushed again. I'll put the crush again into that medium bowl. Okay. This still has charcoal on it, so I know it needs crushed again. It even has that roasted pink look about it. I like the idea of having a roasting project going on. Okay, what's next? I like the looks of this yellow one. I think this one came from the bottom of a Mount Baker bag. I'm not sure what's in it, but let's break that one open. A lot of times when I'm trying to clean something up, I'll use water. It'll just end up solidifying in a container. I'm not sure what it's going to look like in here. Maybe I won't have to break it up too much. Oh no, it's sandy. It's just a thin layer of powder on the top. Okay, that will need to be crushed. Okay. I think I want to crush this separately. It's a different color and I don't know why, but I think I want to crush it separate. I'll sluice it all the same because that's the final step. I want to pan a little of that. I just want to give myself a little sample pan. Less than 1/4 of a cup. Let's go pan this. What is that? Oh, that's a reflection in the water. How cool is that? Oh boy, sometimes I'm just amazed at the beauty of it all. Ba-gong. I'm gonna pour this muddy water off. Get some little sand to work with, tiny sand. Okay, 1/4 cup now. Washed a lot of that ash off. Just go easy. Oh, there's a lot of black sand in here. Maybe I don't want to go too much farther with this. I'll just look. I'll just wash it back and we'll look. Oh, the gold is floating. It may not just show up. Let me get rid of some water here. Try to get it close. See that in there? Sparkles. Small. Oh well. I have another one to pan out. Let's see. This is all 40 mesh and bigger, so I'll be able to see the gold if it's in here. That lets me go a lot faster. Oh, there it is. Let me wash it down. Oh boy. Oh, surprise. Surprise pan. Now wait a minute. How is it that this is 40 mesh and larger? Light's fading. That's as gold gets all through there with one pretty big kind of iron stained flake. But that's awesome. That's all gold. That's a lot of gold in there. I'll snuffer that up. Nice surprise. Well, very cool. What a surprise. Well, okay. Getting a nice bowl full of 40 mesh. And smaller. That's going to be fun. Look at all the colors in there. Yeah, alright. This is yellow. I don't think it's been roasted. This is orange. You can tell by the charcoal it's been roasted. But I'm running out of material to clean up. I guess I'll do that big bowl of ashes. Okay. It's still a bit frosty out, but I'm working on a plan. Plenty of frost. I think I got it. Okay. I really want to run this very, very fine sand through my finish sluice. I need to get rid of all the ash, all the quartz, everything that isn't heavy metal. And then I have a very specific plan for that. Let's see if I could get the water going. No? Okay. Well, while we're waiting, I don't want to spoon that in dry. So I'm going to mix in some warm water. Ooh, look at it. It's just dusty. Give that warm water a chance to make some kind of a paste or a slurry, which will go in the sluice really nice. There's a lot of charcoal in here. It might take a while to soak in. I put some jet dry in this bowl here in the mix, so at least it starts off down the sluice with jet dry. If it happens to float from there on, well, that's all just well. I need a little more water than that. Let's see what we can do. Nice clay now, or I don't want it to be too lumpy. I'll stir it up pretty good. I like that idea. That's just about right, and there is indeed gold in that very first spoonful. That's pretty cool. I'm gonna run a few spoonfuls. Smooth and smooth like pudding. I don't want lumps going down there. There's gold. Super small. There's gold. I think I need to call it quits on this particular sluice box. It is my favorite. Because it's my favorite, I've been trying to use it as much as I can. But I don't know if you can see, there's a pretty good twist to it. And because there's a twist, I can get the water started up pretty well, but it all comes to this side less than halfway down, and everything's running on this side. So I'm gonna swap this one out. I have another one ready to go. So far, so good. Hey. That was way unexpected easy. Hey. Okay, I'm in business. Let it work naturally. These riffles will catch it. See how there's a waterfall at each one. Each riffle is a brand new waterfall. Just let it work on its pile. It's what it does naturally. There it is. Little chip of gold just hanging out. There's more sticking down here. Every piece is 40 mesh or smaller. I can just see it sparkling with gold in here. Sparkling with metal in here. See it sparkling? Everything at the top up here. So everything sparkling is gold. I sure wish the sun was shining. So once I'm finished with this bowl here, I'm going to snuff up the first few riffles, and then we'll see how much gold we've been getting. This is going to take a while. It's gold working its way down. A lot of ashes just washing right away. I'm not sure I like doing anything this small. The consistency of flour, it's like putting paste up here. You see the gold? There is little specks of gold. Let's snuffer this up at the end and we'll see. Riffles in here are looking pretty nice. Sand is moving like it's supposed to. Sand and ash is just streaming off of here. I'm catching it in a bucket, so I'm not too worried about losing any gold. And if it does get lost, if it's so floaty that it's going to float through all this, then, well, that's that. I'll never know about it. I know once it's in this sluice, it's not going anywhere else. Another nice group of gold. That's pretty cool. Some of this stuff I've been hanging on to has just been barren. See the gold and the glitter at the front? I think the glitter is tellurides, possibly silver. But you can tell the gold is the last to leave. Awesome. Everything slides, but the gold settles in. See those pieces of gold, yeah? See the pieces of gold? They go right into that very first tray. The whole line of little pieces of gold. That is so awesome. Little gold scooting past. Oh, that's much better. Well, okay. Oh. Wow. Yeah, that glares a thing. Each spoonful carries a little bit of gold. That's hopeful. Okay. See the gold right at the top of this. Fell right in. I hope you can see the gold in here. It's sinking in pretty well. There isn't gold in all of them, though. Chipped piece of gold. Those must be hard rock. There it is. There it is. See how it just sticks? It just sticks. Everything washes away. That happens in the wild too. Trust the characteristics of your gold. Woohoo! That's awesome! I wasn't expecting that. I'm getting down to the bottom of this bowl. Been working on it for a while. And holy cow. Every once in a while, since this is ashes, it likes to pack up a little bit. So I start at the bottom and loosen it all up. Whatever's light, I hope is going to wash right away. If it doesn't wash right away, then I'm keeping it for the next step. And in the top here, I can see the gold carry on to the end. We're almost there. Airplane, gold, airplane, gold. Black sand at the very end. That's beautiful. Well, everything I have is starting to freeze. I know it's hard to believe, including my fingers. See that gold down in there? I think that's a rock. Pretty sure that's a rock. We can see that gold. A bunch of little friends around it. New gold. 2026. This is so much fun. I saved all these little pans and cans and buckets for a reason. Don't want to overload the system. This is the good stuff. And even though it's very like super micros, tiny. Okay, that pan's empty. All that's left is to snuffer those top couple. Before I do anything, I want to show you the gold up in there. Let me see if I can just turn off the water and if it'll stay put. Hang on. It's only 20 degrees out, so I don't have a lot of time before this freezes. There, yeah. There it is. This is all full of gold here. Let me snuffer it up. I have to turn the water back on. I'll snuffer it up and put it in the pan. I have to work quickly because it's well below freezing. Something like that. I am amazed at how this camera picks up light. It's pretty dark out, and yet I look through the lens and it shows bright as can be. Okay, there's our gold. I'll address the rest of this later. It's cold, things are starting to freeze up, and of course, the sun is going down. So, I'm going to thaw the ice out of this pan and do a snuffer dump. That ice will melt soon enough, right? Of course it will, right? The water isn't really warm, but snuffer dump. There's a lot of sand in here still. Maybe not so many ashes. The water's staying nice and clear. Okay. I'll just stay away from that ice. Whoop. That makes it easy. Okay, pan this down. See what Gold has been lurking. Free lurking gold. Whoa! I just dumped about half of it out. Now what I have to do is I'll get some more water started. I'll repan that. No problem. Okay. Try that again. That warm water felt so good on my hands, I thought twice about coming back out. Okay. Top 3 riffles of the finish sluice. That black stuff is super light. Okay, there's a lot of black sand showing. I'm going to pan this back. Okay. I'll just show you where it is. That gold's been lurking in all the buckets and now it's floating. I have gold floating. Oh shoot. That just doesn't work. Gold and heavy metallics. I'm chasing gold.